on Dubai Radio. I'm your host Sonia Sharma and we've got loads of interesting things lined up for you, including news, amazing music and some interviews. But first, topics related to your fields of interest. We will bring in related faculty, industry people and even alumni from your department to share their experiences. Today's show is featuring Mr. Karthikeyan Lennon, a beloved facilitator in the field of managerial studies. We have the good fortune to have him here at Manipal University, Dubai. He is the holder of multiple degrees such as agriculture and fertilizer studies, MBA in management, and many more, of which, sir, I would want you to inform our listeners about.
Basically, I've done my BS Agriculture, that's from Annamalai University, between 1989 to 1993. After that, as a course similar to that, that is biofertilizers, became very popular by the time. So I did that course from Bharathidasan University, that is PG Diploma in Biofertilizers, and thereafter I went for MBA. MBA I've done from University of Madras between 1994 and 1996. So overall, between 1989 to 1996, I've done my UG, PG as well as one postgraduate diploma course as well.
Sir, may I ask the reason behind having done so many different courses in so many different fields, like you've done your MBA in biofertilizers, your post-graduation, and your undergraduation?
See, by the time I was doing my grade 12, my teachers advised me to go for agriculture because basically I'm from India. So India being an agricultural country, so my teachers advised me to go for agriculture because agriculture has lots of opportunities. So keeping it in mind, I went for agriculture. I was very happy doing that course. But what happened is, job opportunities are not that much available. Okay, so by the time I completed my third year itself, the problem for jobs has increased. Agriculture-based jobs, no, mostly government jobs. So government stopped giving jobs. So by the time itself, I made up my mind to go for some other course. So first, I don't want to go out of agriculture itself because it's a 4-year professional course. So I went for a related course, that is biofertilizers. By the time only, biofertilizers became very popular, and some people advised me that if you do biofertilizers, it is a good future. They went for it. But I think that I've done too earlier. Even now, the biofertilizer doesn't become very popular. The awareness hasn't increased. By the time I went for that course, I thought that it is going to be the future. But still, the awareness hasn't come. So then I thought, okay, let us go for a different course. By the time itself, I got interested in management. Management also by the time was became very popular. So then I went for management, MBA, that is MBA. I did it from University of Madras. That course really took me to the heights.
So, today if you look at the current situation, students who are graduating do not have jobs. Because if you read the news, graduated students do not come across enough job opportunities, or the situation is the companies are not ready to hire. Was it any similar situation back then?
Yeah, by the time it was too much only. Actually, the situation was very bad. In fact, I will tell this generation you have a lot of opportunities compared to the past, because the globalization has become very popular after 1991. From 1997 only, it was in full force. So a lot of job opportunities, varied new courses have come, and in fact, new courses, new jobs has increased only in the recent times. So compared to the past, I can say now the current situation is good only, I will say.
What advice would you give to our graduating students on how to make their resume attractive and also to make themselves a better candidate for a particular position?
Whatever field you are in, be a master in that field. Generally, students ask me this question. I'm in the teaching field for the past 17 years. So students normally ask me this question, sir, what course I have to do to come up in life? But my answer to everyone is, whatever course you do, you be a master in that, because every course has value. If you're not a master in it, that course doesn't have value. So you only make that course very popular. Okay, any specialization you choose, you should not be a 10+1. That means I have also done the course like that. You should be a master in whatever you do. That is my first advice. Because always be in the creamy layer. So when you talk about recession, study says that 40% expats left UAE. But I will talk about the 60% others who are here in the country itself. Okay, that is being optimistic. We will always look at the creamy layer. So if you are into the creamy layer, nothing will affect you. Certainly you will get job opportunities.
Coming to your profession, how did you get into teaching? I mean, how did you come to a point where you're with us in Manipal University, Dubai?
Interestingly, I don't have interest in teaching. But I can say it is a life, it is my destiny, I can say. All has been predetermined, I can say. That is, when I was in the final year during my MBA program, I got an opportunity to become a teacher. So just like that, I thought, okay, let us go to this field. Let me be there for some time. Like that, I thought. But gradually I got interested towards teaching. By educating students and making them come up in life, no, gave me a lot of psychological satisfaction. And gradually I love teaching also.
And with this, we'll take a short break. Meanwhile, we have a guest artist from the first year, Department of Management Studies, Ms. Sita Lakshmi, who's going to cover the all-time classic, I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Welcome back to What's It All About? And we were talking to Mr. Lennon. You had mentioned that you had worked in Singapore.
Yeah.
How was your working experience over there?
Exactly. After some working in India for some time, I went to Singapore. I've been in Singapore for 3 years, then only came to Dubai. If you compare Singapore now, Dubai, it's almost the same. So Singapore as a country is also a multinational, multicultural, multilingual country. Lot of opportunities are there, and in fact, if you get an opportunity to work over there, I'll certainly suggest you to go to that country to work at least for some time. Because if you work in Singapore, based off my experience, I'm talking to you. If you work in Singapore for some time, you will have the capacity to work anywhere in the world. Because they are real workaholics, they're very professionals, they're expertise in their field. So at least for some time, if you get a chance, you can work over there.
Were you teaching in Singapore or were you working in a private company?
Actually, in Singapore experience alone, I'm not into teaching. I worked as a logistics coordinator come HR manager. That is related to my MBA program only.
So, what made you shift from Singapore to Dubai? And what were the changes you had to face?
Yeah, see, after working there for 3 years, I got an opportunity in Dubai. I'm basically a person to explore things. So I don't like monotonous way of working. So I came to Dubai, and I am here for the past 10 years. In fact, I like Dubai because Dubai is a country with varied opportunities. A lot of opportunities were there. In that too, I was a freelancer for the past 10 years. Worked in various fields. Basically, I'm a teacher, and I worked as a corporate trainer. I went for some guest lectures also. So I enjoyed that very well. And recently only I joined as a full-time faculty at Manipal University.
So, most people tell me to stick to one job for the next 30 years with one company only. But in your trend, you've had various job changes and moved around a lot. What do you suggest is better? To stick to one job for a long period of time or vary from one to another?
Do not be the jack of all trades and master of none. There is a saying. But personally, I feel that it got outdated. You can be a master in 2 or 3 fields also. I can give you a lot of examples, starting from our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay, so you can be a master in so many areas. That too, the problem with one particular area is, if you work there for some time, there may be a problem you may face. That is, that field got outdated, you'll be in deep trouble. So my suggestion to all the students will be, have knowledge in 1 or 2 fields, especially if you are in media. Why don't you have knowledge in IT also? Now you are using technology to interview me also. So get knowledge in IT, technology. That will really add an advantage for you. Okay, that is my advice. So everyone has to follow this. Don't concentrate upon only one particular field alone. My life is an experience.
Was there any downfall in your career? And if yes, how did you overcome it?
A lot of times I was into deep trouble at all, because basically when I did my UG, I told you, I went from my UG to PG, from agriculture to management. Simply I didn't transfer because I felt that agriculture doesn't have good opportunities by the time. It was true also. Okay, so when switching over from one field to another field, really I was having a lot of pain. Okay, that is one thing, but I made up my mind. Okay, that is a changes for the better only. Like that, I made up my mind. And then then I went to Singapore. After having worked in Singapore for 3 years, law came in Singapore that if you are working in a particular field, you should have the relevant experience. But what happened, unfortunately, is basically I am an agriculture graduate. That itself became a problem for me. My visa got rejected because you are into logistics and HR, and you are not having the relevant degree. So once again, I came to the bottom. I started from the base itself. So, like that, I traveled to different places. But one thing I can tell you, I became a quick learner because of these issues. That is one good. In any problem, we can find opportunities. From these drawbacks which I faced in my life, I became a quick learner. That is the greatest advantage which I got.
In today's market, first of all, the students who are graduating are finding it very difficult to get a job. And when they do get a job, they don't get it in the relevant fields. So what, according to you, the students should do to get jobs in the relevant field?
See, for the students, my advice will be, whatever field you are in, give your best. Be focused. Give your best. And the top three qualities essential for a student are communication skills, effective interpersonal relations, and bold and accurate decision making. These three qualities every student should build up in them. And that too, student's age is the most important age in a person's life. This is the age you should learn. That is, in all, learning is an ongoing continuous process only. But the student's age is the important age where you can learn more. You will be very active. The learning process will be at the best. So equip yourself. What are the inputs you give? Based upon that only you will get the desired output. So learn as much as possible. Be a master in whatever field you are in, and be obsessed with what you're doing. If you are focused and obsessed, and if you are a master in your field, I can assure that everyone will be successful in their field.
So we would like to thank you very much for sharing your life experiences and your advices for our graduating students. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It is also a very different experience for me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So my friends, that was the end of What's